What's up, everybody? It is TF Vaping back again. This is a review of the Vape box. Fancy box. But I was on Vaping Underground, and there was a forum post about zamplebox, which I used zamplebox. I mean, it wasn't terrible the first time. I just did the 6 juice combination, and 3 of the juices were fucking terrible. 2 of them were so-so. 1 I really liked, so I went back and decided that I would edit my profile a little bit more, and I upped it to the 11 one. And I was like, well, I'll try it one more time, but if it's still fucked, I'll cancel it. Well, I got the 11. I think I liked 3 of them, so I canceled that. But while we was talking about it, a guy brought up Vapebox. I had never heard anything about Vapebox, and I looked and saw that besides just sending juices, that they would actually send RDAs and all that other fancy shit. So I had to try it out. It's $60, so it's a little costly, but you can be the judge. I'll show you what I got. I think this is the welcome box, and then you get put on a subscription based thing where everybody gets the same thing every month. It makes it easier to keep up with, but I could be wrong. But this is what came in my welcome box. I'm going to try to hold this up without it falling out. I already took all of the extreme amounts of cut up cardboard worms out, because I think 4 or 5 boxes had to die in order to pad this thing. But it came with some Samurai organic cotton. Pretty nice. It came with 2 of those. And the way that it was put in there, with all of the cardboard worms placed around it, the only things that I could see was this 24 gauge wire. It looks like it's either nichrome or stainless, but it's competition. Fucking competition wire. You have to have that. But all I saw was these 2 things, and I was fixing to get mad. I was like, I paid $60 for 4 juices and cotton that I already have a shit ton of, and competition wire that I probably won't need. But I kept digging, and I came across the Doge X2. I believe I'm saying Doge right. Doggy, whatever. Fuck it, it's a Redditor thing. And I was like, oh great, it's gonna be a cheap ass clone. And it probably is a clone, but it's actually a really, really good quality clone, because most of the RDAs that I have are clones, so I'm used to the cheaper price stuff, because I don't really believe in paying that much for a piece of metal. But copper for $5.10. It's just a really good quality clone, if it is one, or it's authentic. I'm just throw a little bitty fuse Clapton build in it, but had to try it out. That impressed me a lot. Let's put that down. And it came with 4 juices. Now on Vapebox, you don't really have that much to not really choose from. Kind of the guidelines that you give them. You tell them, like, you like fruit stuff. I told them that I did not like menthol. I did not like tobacco. I would assume that there's a cereal category. I do like the cereal stuff. I like the Captain Crunch and the Fruit Loops. But they didn't send out shit juice. That's another thing that really impressed me about them. This is cereal by VGS. I don't know who VGS is. I've never used any of their products, but this is actually really good. Everything is 3 milligram in here, because that is one thing that you can choose, and then you can choose the VG content, and I always go for max on that because PG burns my throat. I'm a pussy, I guess. Fuck it. So, cereal by VGS. The Juice Society Skyline. This is really good. I'll probably buy more of that. But that just adds to them sending out quality juices besides zamplebox. Fuck that. So you got that. G2. Mr. Cookie. Yeah, Mr. Cookie. Really good. Zamplebox sends out a few G2 products, and I really did like the Blue Pop Shock one, and I favorited it so they would send it to me again. They didn't, so it made leaving Zamplebox a little bit easier. And then Samurai Echo. I hope I'm saying that right. I think I've tried maybe 3 drops of this. It's a little bit heavier than what I like, but I'd be able to handle it. So this video is slowly turning into fuck you Zamplebox, vape box. But I don't want it to be that way, but that's the only subscription service that I have to base it off of. So I would recommend it to people. It is $60 for the experienced or whatever box this is. They offer 3 juice boxes, and then they have a 4 with hardware. So I guess it would be 4 with 1 hardware. So say you would get 4 juices with some cotton and wire, or 4 and a battery. But I opted for the Expert, which would be the 3rd tier, where it is 4 juices and 2 hardwares. So I would recommend that, because honestly, if I had opened this box and the cotton and the wire would have been my 2 hardwares, I would have blown a fucking gasket. But the Doge made up for it. Now, it might be a subscription service that I grow to hate, but for the time being, it is perfect. I recommend it to everybody. If there's some other ones that you like to use, leave a link in the comments, and I will subscribe to it just to see if it's worth anything. That's the one good thing about these subscription services, is you're not obligated to even a 2-month period. You just sign up for it. First time leaves a bad taste in your mouth, cancel it. That's the end of it. So that's the one good thing that the vape subscription things have to do. And with the subscription services, Vapebox is the only one that I've came across. Of course, I'm still new to all of this, that gives the option for hardware as well as just juices. So that's nice too, because a lot of the times I'm at work. I'm at work right now. This is my fantastic office studio. So it's terrible, but it's nice to have something mailed to my house where I don't have to go out to vape shops and try to test out a bunch of juices. And just, it makes it a lot easier for me anyway. You might prefer to go to your local stores, but from the 2 that I've been to that are on my way to work from my house to here are terrible. They would rather give you a fucking hand grenade with a pin pulled, as long as you give them money, than try to explain anything to you. So fuck the shit shops. I don't really know which direction this video is going in. It's a jumbled mess. But Vapebox, I recommend it. If you have another subscription service that you enjoy using, let me know about it, and I will subscribe to it, and I'll do a review if you would like it. But follow me on my Instagram. It's at TF Vaping, same as the YouTube channel name, and I will talk to y'all later.